Number 9 says to graph the linear function y equals 1/3 x plus 2, and it asks what the y and x intercepts are. So notice the slope is 1/3. The slope is equal to the rise over the run. So it's going to rise 1, run 3. And our y-intercept is can be figured out just by looking at the equation. It's the constant term, which is 2. So it's going to start here at 2, and it's going to rise 1, run 3, and go again. Rise 1, run 3, dot, rise 1, run 3, dot. So the graph's going to look like this. So let's go to 2. It's going to cross those points, and it's going to just kind of go backwards. Same thing. Rise 1, run 3, rise 1, down 3. Going the other way. Now, the y-intercept here is, because it says to what the y and x intercepts are, our y-intercept is equal to 2. And our x-intercept, we want to see where it crosses the x-axis. It's right here. Well, it's going to go over 3, negative 3, down 1. So this is the point negative 3, 1. And then it's going to go over 3 more, then down. This is going to be the point negative 6, 0. So the x-intercept is at the coordinate negative 6, 0. And we'd better make the y-intercept a coordinate 2. And so the y-intercept is going to be the point 0, 2. Now suppose it didn't cross exactly on the x-axis to find the x-intercept. Well, what you could do is you could plug in 0 for y, because the whole x-axis has a 0 y value, and then go ahead and solve for x. So you would take away 2 from both sides. You'd have negative 2 equals 1/3 x, and multiply by the multiplicative inverse of 1/3, it's 3. That's going to 1 out that 1/3, and you're just going to be left with x, and you have to multiply the other side by 3. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. So that's another way of solving algebraically what the x-intercept is. Okay, so next we're going to solve using a graphing calculator, or a calculator. Then we're going to sketch the graph. So this is an equation of variables on both sides. We could solve it by algebra, but it's a little bit easier to solve it with a calculator. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the left-hand side of the equation y sub 1. And so y sub 1 equals 7x minus 5. We're basically going to turn this into a system of equations. And then we're going to make the right-hand side of the equation y sub 2. So y sub 2 is equal to 12x plus 15. And for those of you, if you're doing this at home, you may not have a graphing calculator, so I recommend you use Desmos. And the way you go to Desmos is by going to www.desmos.com.